Jenna, when I last spoke to you, we talked about your book, Out of the Fire, that you had written. Now, you've got two books by your bedside. Tell us about them, please.
The first one is called Overcoming the Beast, PTSD by Anthony Ross. And it just so happens that Tony Ross, is my brother.
Okay.
And he has pastored several churches over the course of his career and been an evangelist and a wonderful anointed speaker. But this book, he's written a few, but this one specifically talks about the aftermath of his return from Vietnam. He served in Vietnam in the 60s, and he was wounded, and he came back, and he had some issues. But this talks about some of the things he went through, but more importantly, it talks about how God really helped him battle the PTSD and deliver him from a lot of the things that the symptoms and just everything, the experiences and the trauma, the aftermath, basically what it caused, the things that he went through. So, and more importantly, his experience was Vietnam, and that's important. We know that just in talking to people who've come back from Vietnam and their families and that, that is one thing, but it's beyond that, because there's so many people who have PTSD and they weren't in Vietnam. So it reaches beyond that. So it's kind of a manual that he walked through it, but it also can help you regardless of what that trauma was in your life or what you experienced, whatever caused you to have post-traumatic stress. And it really is a great testimony. I love it because, I had some PTSD, and as I said, whatever it might be, this is, I see it as a guidebook to guiding us through healing from those wounds and that pain and those inflictions, and to move on in our lives the way he did and use those experiences then to help other people. And so I would highly recommend, not just because he's my brother, but because he's a wonderful writer, and he does a wonderful job of just laying this all out for anyone who's interested. So I will post, I made a graphic that has this book on it and a QR code, because so many people are into QR codes, that will take you right where you need to go if you'd like to get this book. And I also, on that card, I have a second book, and it was written by a pastor friend of ours, mine and my husband's, Wade Hartzel, and it's called Radical Change. And this is a great book. I believe it's intended, I hope I don't misspeak, it's intended to be a learning tool for discipleship and to equip churches and individuals and the believers in how to share the gospel effectively with people. But I think it's beyond that. It also, for me, I was in a period where I was going through just some fatigue, and I really didn't want to read. I had to read a lot at work, but I knew I needed to read. And it's a 40-day manual that you just read a little bit each day, and it really reconnects you. If you need a reconnection with your faith, or if you just need a boost, he talks about this is great for the new Christian or the young Christian, but it's also a wonderful book for any Christian. It's a wonderful manual. It takes 40 days, and you just read a little bit, and it gives you scriptures, and it just it's a faith builder. That's how I see it. It's a faith builder, and it teaches you how to express your faith, because I think some of us aren't real comfortable in doing that, and it helps you. It's a guidebook on that. So those are the two books right now that are my favorites. So
brilliant. So the first book, could you just tell us the title and name again, please, Jenna?
Yes. It's Overcoming the Beast, PTSD. Can you see it?
Sure.
Yeah. Overcoming the Beast, PTSD by Anthony Ross. And then this one is Radical Change by Wade A. Hartzel Sr. And there you go.
Thank you. Sound two good books there, open and honest books as well, and challenging as well. So Jenah, thank you for telling us about the two books by your bedside. Thank you.
Thank you.